Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing with you part 2 of a huge Goodwill bins haul that I did last week. So I probably picked up over 40 items and I think I spent $1.50 to $2 per item. So without further ado, let's get right into the haul. And I will start with clothing and then I will segue into shoes and a couple bags that I picked up. So let's get right into it. So the first piece that I picked up is April Cornell sweater. I don't know if you're familiar with that brand, but I was so excited to find this piece, but unfortunately I saw under the collar that there was a rip and it looked like a past repair. So this will not be listed. This will most likely go into the trash pile. So that was unfortunate. And then I picked up Bonobos men's chino pants. I don't know if you're familiar, but this brand has went downhill. I only picked it up because it was at the bins. I would not pick this brand up at the regular Goodwill for their prices unless it was a more substantial piece. But these, I'm thinking maybe $20 for these. Then I picked up a pair of women's Abercrombie & Fitch, and this is the 90s relaxed jean, the high rise. And it was a good size and a nice wide leg, so I did pick those up. I think we're all familiar with Abercrombie & Fitch. So I grabbed those and had a stain right here. I'm going to try to get it out. So we will see. If not, I'll disclose it. And then I picked up these cycling shorts. These are women's extra large. And again, I only picked these up because they were at the bins and I'm paying pretty low prices. This brand, after I picked it up, which I usually should look it up first instead of after, but after I picked it up, it wasn't such a great performance. Suji, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Sugoi, Sugua, I don't know. So anyway, maybe $15 to $20 for those. Then my husband picked these up. He comped these wrong and he was so excited to show me these. They're called 69 and they are no good. And on top of that, the zipper was broken and I was in such a rush. I just trusted him on these and grabbed them. Usually he does well, but he must have typed in something different. So those are going into the trash. The zipper is busted and the brand does not perform well. On the upside, I did pick up these Good American women's jeans and I like that these were a boot cut. If they were skinny, I would have left them behind, but they're a boot cut and they're a good size, a size 6, 28, and they're in really good condition. So I picked those up happily. So we will see how those do. Hopefully close to 30 on those. I almost forgot these. Then I picked up a pair of Leo, it's okay. Then I picked up a pair of Ralph Lauren pillowcases. And I believe this is navy blue and white striped king size pillowcases, and they're in perfect condition. No stains, no tears. So I was very happy to find blue label Ralph Lauren king size pillowcases. Then I picked up a Abercrombie & Fitch men's Henley, and it's a really good size, a nice color, really great condition, and I like that it had that cream colored trim on the cuffs and the hem, and it's an extra large. So all those reasons I picked that piece up. Then I found another men's brand that occasionally I do pick up, and it's called Carbon to Cobalt. I don't know if you're familiar with that brand, but it can do pretty well. And these are a really substantial pair of sweatpants, men's sweatpants, and they're a very good size, a 2XL, and they're 100% cotton. So for all those reasons, I thought that was worth picking up, and I'm thinking probably around 25 to 30 for those. Then I picked up a brand I don't normally pick up, but it had a lot going for it. This is the brand Chaps, but this is 100% linen. It is a size large and it's a tunic top and it's in really good condition. So I did pick that up and use the keywords log and look, resort wear, beachy. So hopefully those will help get this piece sold. But then I picked up a, a brand I don't normally pick up unless I'm at the bins, or if I'm at the regular thrift, it has to be like a blazer or a coat, something more substantial or a newer piece. But J. Crew, and it turns out this is a piece from 2014. So I used the keyword Y2K, but with this career office wear, I don't know if that keyword will really do me any good. But I did pick it up. I own it now, so I'm going to try to, get some money for it. But it's in great condition, a beautiful pencil dress, career wear, size 6, and it's a cotton with a little bit of stretch. So I thought that might do well. Then I picked up a brand that I like to get if it's a good material and a larger size, and that brand is Tahari. And this is 100% linen. It's crisp white and it's a plus size 2X. So for those reasons, I did pick this piece up, and it had a nice detail here with the buttons on the back. I thought was just really cute. A nice little coastal, beachy, log and look resort wear top, uh, and a great size and a great material. Then I picked up, again, a brand I'm choosy with, but this had a lot going for it, and the brand is Cynthia Rowley, which everyone I'm sure is very familiar with, but I felt this had a lot going for it. Again, a plus size 2X, and all this crochet embroidery with, again, the button back and a crisp white, really good condition. It did have a spot, and I think you can still kind of see a very faint, but I'm going to try to disclose that and see if it'll still sell. But other than that, really great condition. It's hard to find white that doesn't have a little spot. Once you get it home, you find it. Even though I tried to look things over really, really well at the bins or the Goodwill, it's inevitable that when I get it home and under my lights for photography, I will find a flaw that I missed, even though I thought I did a really good job looking for flaws. So that is the clothing part. Now let me get into the shoes and a couple handbags. Okay, so I'll start with the handbags because I did only grab 2 that day. It's really hard to find at the bins anyway, for me, at my bins, good handbags there. But this first one I did pick up after I comped it. It wasn't worth a lot, but it's in really, really good condition, and it's a vintage handbag. And it's just got a couple little loose threads there, but I can easily just clip those off. But I thought it was in great condition, and the brand is called Arielle, Aurielle. I'd never heard of it before. After I comped it, it wasn't worth much, but honestly, I could give it to, I was thinking of my youngest daughter for this one. She's been wanting some new handbags, so grab that mainly for her. And then the second item that I picked up is a great Bolo brand. I have found this one other time at the bins, and the brand is Furla, Furla. I'll show you the label. But the brand, I'd say it's been a couple years ago, I found this brand at the bins again, and it was like a rubber type plastic purse, and it had a big mark, like a black mark across the front of it, 2 of them. And it ended up still selling for really good money. I think it was in the $40 to $50 range. So remembering that, when I saw this, I picked it up, even though it does have some staining and spots. But I do believe with the right leather cleaner, I could get a lot of that out. I don't know if you can, if the camera's picking all that up, but it has quite a bit of dirt staining, whatever, on here. But all in all, I would say if I can get that cleaned up, this is a really in good condition. I like that it has a shorter handle and the longer handle, and it's a really, really good size. And the interior is in really good condition. So no rips or staining on the interior. So we'll see how this one does after I get it cleaned up. So that is it for handbags. And then I usually don't like to sell shoes, but this day there was just an abundant amount of shoes. So I was like, why not? I'm here. And the clothing, it was, a lot of old bins that I had already looked through. So I did go over and peruse the shoe bins. Even though they had been out a long time and really picked over, I did manage to pick up several pair that I think were a good find. Sorry, I forgot I have my mic on there. So the first brand that I picked up is a brand called Dansko, and these are a clog, and there's the logo on the bottom if you're not familiar, but these were just in really good condition. I like the basket weave on the top here, and the bottoms really don't look like they were ever worn. I have not cleaned those. That's how I picked them up. So it looked like they had minimal usage. So I did pick those up. Then I picked up a brand I just sold this week called, no, I'm sorry, I'm getting these confused with something else. This is Crocs. These are Crocs. And so I'm just going to give these a quick wipe down, and they're in good condition, and see how those do. A women's sandal with a little platform wedge heel there. And I picked up, who makes these? Oh, Crocs again. So two pair of Crocs that day. And I just thought these were really, really cute sandal, again by Crocs. And the bottoms really don't look like they were ever worn. I haven't cleaned these or done anything to them. I do have some marks there that I'm hoping maybe a wet cloth or some cleaner will get that off. But other than that, these are in just fantastic shape and a really cute style. So I picked those up. Then I picked up a brand called Dansko, and these are just a clog mule type shoe that a lot of people like to wear. I've never worn them before, but they look in good condition. They're a good size, and so I picked those up in a good color. So I picked those up, and these are a men's brand made in Italy called Mercanti Fiorentini. I believe that's how you pronounce that. I don't know if you can see it from there, but they're just a nice men's dress shoe and a very good size, and they look in really good condition. So I could see a guy wearing these to the office, or even, with a pair of jeans and a button up to go on a date night. They're just in really good condition, a nice color, and a good size. So I'm a sucker for anything made in Italy. I will look those up. So then I think my husband found these. These are Nike, and they're the Air Jordan, and they're in really good condition. I did try to use a magic eraser. I didn't try, I did. I tried to get the little discoloration off here from the rubber, and there's a little red spot, pinkish spot there I couldn't get off. But for the most part, they cleaned up pretty well. I'm not going to spend an hour doing that. I took 5-10 minutes to do that. But the shoe itself is in great condition. Not the best size for a men's. I believe this was an 8.5 for a man, but they're in really good condition. They're Nike Air Jordan, so hopefully those do well. We will see. I just got those listed a couple days ago, I think. Then this is one of my best finds. These next pair of shoes were probably one of my best finds for that day. So I believe that I have these listed for 120 something dollars right now. And these are a brand called Diesel. And they also make, I don't know if you can see that from there, they also make clothing, which I was more familiar with. I didn't know that they made shoes, but these are a men's high top, And again, they have some, wear on the, what do you call these, outsoles. But other than that, they are in really good condition. And so I picked these up, and the sell-through rate was good. The comps, the sales prices were good. So I was really happy. These are probably one of my very best finds that day for sure. So I'd say in the low $100 range for those, I should be able to get. And the last pair of shoes that I picked up are these Sorel women's boots. And they have a lot of wear here at the toes, but I still thought the style, this moto style, was very cool. And I think with a little shoe polish, I might be able to help these along to look a little better. But regardless, I'm paying a dollar something, let's say at the highest $2 for these. I still think someone would want these. The tread is still really good on the bottom. And even with the scuffs and the wear, I still think that they have a lot of life left to them. Like I said, I'll try to improve them a bit with some leather cleaner, leather polish. But that is it. That is my haul of 40 plus items from the Goodwill bins. I appreciate you hanging out with me and stopping by my channel. Let me know what your favorite piece was down below, or if you would have picked these up. I was kind of on the fence, but I thought, with a little elbow grease, I could try to improve these. But I appreciate your time, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great day.